Hi guys, I'm Nu-Trix. I'm based in Montreal. Everything's shut down. The stores are closed. The schools are closed. Every event, live show, whatever, everything's closed. There's only the food store and the pharmacies are open and the hospital basically. And we're trying to keep the COVID-19 as slow as possible and least amount of people are going to get sick from it. That's the goal here. And I think that's the goal everywhere, basically. But so follow the instruction from your government. That's what we're doing. We're trying to slow everything down. And I'm still finding time to do these videos because that's the one moment I can actually break free from the craziness of the world. So I'm going to test out a new app for you today from Audiokit, and it's called Sub-Bass 808. It's kind of different in the fact that the type of format they're going to sell these for, and it should be released this week. I received the beta version prior to the release, so that's the one I'm testing. Might have some differences between the one I have and the one released officially, but most of it would probably just be bug, fixing. The only thing that is different, I mean, outside of the app itself, is the type of series they're starting with this. They're kind of a boutique app drops, I could call them. The goal is to have an app released, and that app will be sold for a limited amount of time. The goal is you have to pay more to get it. Depending on the app, it could go to the maximum of the iPad store cost, which is like $9.99, so $1,000. Now, I'm really curious to see how people will react to this and how much people will pay for that. So that's one concept, the concept that you're going to see different drops of apps for a limited amount of time with a boutique kind of approach, meaning you're a few people who are going to get it and nobody else will have it. So the uniqueness of it is interesting. But then again, if I had to drop like $1,000 for an app, I would want to be sure that there's really like only one person who has it and that it's going to be supported for at least 5 or 6 years. Let's now think about the app itself and what it can do, because it's actually pretty cool. Now, the Sub-Bass 808 is a mostly aimed at kick drum synthesizer, if you want, but it could be also for bass. So they call it sub-bass because it could be, a sub-bass, or it could be a kick. So let's actually try it out, and you'll see the sound it can create. Go for the first one. You're going to go FM bass heat, and so you hear this, bring that volume. So you have this volume, okay, which is the first one. Even with this, you can actually distort, okay. You have the length, and that's when you're holding the sound. If you're holding the key, it's going to play longer, okay. So you have this volume, okay. You get the length, you get the modulation. Now modulation is two things. It's the pitch modulation, how much time it will take to drop down. Let's say give it here. You have 7 seconds, like the time. It's a modulation time for it to drop down, and this is how much depth modulation, and really a couple of octave. Okay. You have distortion here. If you don't take it, you just have something that is very, no, you don't hear too much, but it's really tuk, and then it's sustained, but it's bass. So if you take the super sustain, very low in bass, if you bring the volume of distortion, And so this is the sound you can create, and you have at the bottom here the algorithm for the source. Triangular, square. Sine, saw. Different operator. But there's also more information because we're in the main menu right now, and then if you press more, if you press more, you get into that section where you have. Go back and just get rid of the distortion. Okay. So now you got the fine tune. You've got attack and envelope. So this is really when you release the finger. And now it becomes really, it starts to be really cool. I mean, the rest of it was fun also, but now you've got the crushing. Well, what's the fun about this? Well, listen to this. If you go with a lower change. Release now. I've got this crushing, this smash limit that brings everything loud. And less high frequency with the filter. I can have some. So again, if you use it like a kick drum. You know. But I like listening here. This because it becomes a rhythm by itself. If you go. So you can really add something to it. Massive long sound. The rate. So for me, I'm having fun. It's easy to create some like nasty sounding, distorted sound because there's so much noise in this. You've got the limiter that just is smashing this, the hell out of it. You got the low bit depth that you can have here. You get the crushing, and you've got distortion. So all of this together really creates these massively noisy bass. And these are all the sounds you're going to get. Some volume here. So these are the sound you can create from. These are the memory you have when it's probably going to be more when it's going to be finally released of the last version. I'm just I like these. I like the choices that they made. It becomes really aggressive. It's really cool for that. So that's it. That's the sub bass 808. More a bass than a kick, but you could use it as a kick that changes pitches or whatever. So it's actually nice. I like the distortion and the all the noises you can create with it. The distortion itself and the crushing and the bit rate. So all of these little noises are really cool. And I'm really curious to see how people will react on the cost, and I'm curious how much this will go for. And this whole series of unique apps or very limited boutique edition of apps, I'm curious. It's an experience by itself that I want to follow and see where it's going to go. But quality-wise for this app, it's cool. You know, again, it answers a very specific need. But it's pretty cool. So that's it. If you like what I'm doing, thumb up. Click the notification bell so you get news when I release something new. Again, if you have a question, put them in the comments. And see you soon. And don't forget to follow me on these different online presences like the Facebook and the Twitter and the Instagram. And if you want a t-shirt with Nu-Trix on it, go see the link for that. And that's it. Hope to see you soon. And be safe. Stay home. Cheers.